Hey, good morning. I got the crows a chirping today. Hope everybody is doing well. You got the close-up view of me today. Let's see if my friend Dusty Dog is going to bark because there are people walking around the neighborhood. All right. I can hear static on my phone, so that means we have video. All right, everybody. It's Cindy Vochatzer-Murillo here. If you're watching my first video, you're like, wow, that is how you say her last name. Yes, that's how you say my last name. Don't worry, within our own family, there's 3 pronunciations of the last name. So it's all interesting in itself anyway. All right, so first things first, if you're watching on YouTube, go click the subscribe button, the notification bell, and leave me a comment so I know you're there. If you still want to lurk in the shadows, I know you're watching. When you're ready, leave me a comment. If we're watching live, leave a comment right now. And if you're watching anywhere else on social media, like the post, love the post, give me a comment, say hey. All right, today's is entitled, Is Everyone Looking at Me? And I know, you're already saying, Cindy, what does this have to do with aging parents and kids? Well, you're going to get 2 stories today. You're going to know exactly what it has to do with that. And the first story I'm going to start off with is when I was young, about 4, my grandpa died, my mom's dad, and my grandma came and lived with us before she went to retirement homes and such. So my sister and I got to have a lot of living with somebody older in the house. So when we go to doctor's appointments and things like that, my mom would usually drop my grandma and I off at the door. My sister is younger than me, so she stayed in the car with my mom. So it was me and grandma going out to get a head start across the parking lot. And what are we talking about? We're talking about 40 plus years ago. And so we'd go across with my grandma walking real slow. She was a teeny tiny little lady too, which is funny because when I was little, I was probably taller than her because I was a giant kid like Ellie. Going across, and at the beginning she just walked, and then she ended up getting a walker or a cane. And so I had to go, and I had to juggle like going up a step and opening a door while holding onto my grandma, while getting us through doors. And then some places, just for fun, they have those double doors, so you keep the cold air out, or the hot air out. So you got to go through those. You scurried in, and then you had to open it back up to open another door to get in. It's always fun, especially when you're younger. This is probably when I'm 7 or 8 years old. Whole different world in itself there, because who drops the 7 and 8-year-old off at the front door to do that? You could do that back at that nice unsafe world of 1980s. I loved it. I love that world. I miss that world a lot. That was just a little side note. Okay, so I had to maneuver my grandma in to the place, get checked into the doctor's office, and get all settled, and my mom make it in from the parking lot. All right, so it goes back to my thing where you're saying, Cindy, does anybody see us? Do you think anybody saw a young girl and a senior citizen trying their way across the parking lot, manipulating their way through these doors? Do you think anybody saw us and said, hey, I think I'll get up from my chair and go open one of these doors for this girl and help these people come in easier? Well, I would say 8 out of 10 times they did not see us. I guarantee you they kind of saw us, but they didn't get up and take any action to open the doors with us. So it leads me to 3 ways why people don't see you. It's not seeing you. They're not worried about you. Most people only think about themselves, which is true. They're always thinking. You're thinking about what's going on in your life. So it's not that you didn't want to help. It's just you have so many things going around. And then you're either rushing, you're hurrying, or you're behind. So you can't stop and help somebody when you're 15 minutes late to where you're already supposed to be in the first place. Most people are not going to take this time and stop and say, hey, that person really needs assistance. I'm 25 minutes late for work. I'm going to just keep going then. And then the one I find now or then is people are overstimulated. We're over caffeinated now. We're overly tired. There's a lot of people walking around like zombies. They're totally in a trance that they wouldn't even see you if they wanted to. Like they couldn't because we're so trying to fill our life up with things that don't satisfy us right now. So there wasn't anybody that was able to help. So, but we spend a lot of our time worrying about what will people think of me? Or, oh, they saw me do that. I was walking down the street and I almost tripped and fell flat on my face. Everybody saw that. Well, I'm just letting you know, they didn't see it. Unless they're a super observant person, they didn't even notice it. But we walk around and we carry this burden about what people are thinking of us. And I'm telling you, they're not thinking about us. They weren't thinking about that little girl and that little old lady. They weren't thinking about it. And that was back in the world before we were overly caffeinated. I mean, I think we were caffeinated back there, but we weren't not on all these stimulants. That was before people were always late to places. That was before traffic became a nightmare. So you don't have to ever worry about that. If your people are worrying about that, then you need to get rid of it. The day that I laid that down and said, people aren't even noticing me, it's all right. Like, it's a big deal. Live your life how you need to live your life. Nobody saw me trip. Nobody saw me make a fool of myself. I make a fool of myself on a daily basis on purpose to see if somebody is paying attention. If you're ever out with me, I will lead off with a joke for something when I have an interaction with somebody in the world because I'm seeing if they're actually listening. Because if they're actually listening, they would have said, that's the stupidest joke I've ever heard, Cindy, or they would have laughed at it because they're usually kids' jokes, and little kids' jokes are so dumb, they're perfect. All right, so if you want to join a community of people that are just living their life the best that they can live, join our Moms in the Middle group. We're navigating life well with aging parents and kids. And there's a lot of people in that place. I know, I'm looking at you. See you? I see you. That you're in that. You're like, my mom and dad are getting older. I have kids. I work a job inside the home, outside the home, around the home. How is this all going to work? Well, join our community. We're all doing life together. I'm sharing tips and tricks there. How to make everything easy. I'm telling you, Staples had it right. The easy button. I give you the easy button on how to do the things. All right, and here's another story. I told you a story of my childhood. I'll tell you my story of 2 days ago. What happens every time we go somewhere. All right, so every time we go out to eat, we always end up in the bathroom. Either myself or Ellie, we always end up having to go to the bathroom because we drink water all the time. I'm a big one of a just try before you go person because, you know, if you have kids, they're going to have to go to the bathroom 5 seconds as soon as you get buckled up in the car. Oh, I really need to go to the bathroom. But I didn't need to go 7 minutes ago when you asked me to just go to the bathroom and try. All right, so I go to the bathroom with Ellie. And every single time lately, she comes out with toilet paper wrapped around her head, pokes eyeball holes out, and calls herself the white Ninja Turtle. You know, because there's a blue Ninja Turtle, a green Ninja Turtle. The toilet paper is white, so she's the white Ninja Turtle. Every time she comes out looking to see if I get a big surprise, I'm surprised when she doesn't come out as the white Ninja Turtle because that would be surprising to me. And we walk through crowded restaurants or crowded stores or crowded wherever. You know how many people have noticed this mom with an 8-year-old white Ninja Turtle? We've had 2 people make eye contact with this, and she's been doing this for weeks. 2 people. Most likely they're a blue personality that love all things fun. So they're always looking for who's the fun in the party, and that's Ellie. So 2 people out of thousands of people that we have to pass to go all the way back to our table or all the way across the store to exit to our car. 2 people have seen and noticed and acknowledged Ellie, the white Ninja Turtle. So I'm telling you, everybody isn't looking at you, I can guarantee you. So don't filter your life about what you think you should be doing because nobody's looking at you. No one is looking at you. And I guarantee the people that are looking at you are the good people that are supporting you and be like, look at that mom. She lets her kid come out of the bathroom as a white Ninja Turtle. So, we'll see you all in the group. The link will be in the description. And I will see you all for tomorrow to see what wonderful story we get to see and hear tomorrow. All right. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.